because I was looking at this today. So the Bijuu bomb makes no sense. So I'm just gonna open this panel here, and I just want you to tell me what you think my problem with this panel is. Go ahead.
Well, I was wondering too.
Yeah.
Is it A, the fact that it's ridiculously ginormous, way bigger than Kurama, or B, the black little oval shaped Bijuu bump things coming out of Kurama's mouth? Yeah.
So neither of those are it. I was trying to find other things to just talk about. My real thing is, technically it is the size, but that's not the issue here. It's where it is. Considering, here, I'm just going to finish the circle. Okay, we're going to take the screenshot.
Yeah, it's going to be huge. If you consider, if it's a good sphere shape, that thing is ginormous.
So let's just say this was like around the same size. Okay, so we're going to...
You also messed up the aspect ratio, I think, a little bit.
Here, I'll redo it then. Yeah, I'll redo it, okay.
Because that makes it less extreme.
I know.
As it could have, so let's make it accurate.
Ratio. Like this? Okay, yeah, like this.
At least on my computer, yeah, do the corner, maybe hold shift.
Yeah, it was shift. Okay, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna get the 2D circle here. We're gonna get the circle. This might probably needs to be bigger, honestly, but it's like something like this.
Dude,
yeah,
it's not even a circle anymore. You must like that's how ridiculous this thing is.
Exactly.
You gotta make. You need to make the original image smaller.
I do, honestly, yeah. Oh my god. Okay, that's ridiculous. Okay. Oh my god.
Hold shift.
Yeah.
Make it really tiny. Yeah.
It's gotta be like this.
Okay, maybe that's okay. Yeah, there you go.
Maybe like that. Oh, I messed that up. Oh god. Okay, one more time.
Do you not have an undo button?
Oh, I messed it up again. I pressed control. I swear I'm not doing this on purpose. Okay.
Shift.
Okay. It's a lot of buttons all at once. Okay, there. It should be good. Do you think that's good? Maybe a little smaller? I can zoom in.
Well, put it towards the left. Like drag the whole image to the left.
That's
so you
smart,
have
yeah. Okay. It's ridiculous, by the way. All right.
Okay. This now hold shift when you do the circle
that
too.
As well. That's smart as well. Okay. It's probably too big. I can't tell. Yeah, it's a little bit too big.
Okay. Yeah. Shift. Okay. Try that.
This is so stupid. Oh, also, let's reduce
fairly
the
accurate
so that we could see a little bit easier and change it to, let's just say blue. So it's okay. Well, that's not what I meant to do. Is there a go away button for this? I don't saw it to none. Okay. It's line to blue, so it's easy to see. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is still too big as well. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think it's a perfect sphere anyway. It's part of the problem.
Yeah. That's just why shift doesn't really work in this regard, but yeah, okay. Here, just real quick, just to really prove the point that it's not a perfect sphere. Like, I feel like even this just doesn't... Oh, it kind of... Okay.
Well, actually, that's not bad.
Yeah. We'll
I mean, look how big that is.
For the sake of this. Okay.
We'll just go with it.
Yeah. And sure, we'll even put it back in like that. That works. Okay.
This is Kurama's Bijuu bomb.
Yeah, so this is Kurama's Bijuu bomb. I will outline Kurama just for the ridiculousness of the size. Oh, by the way, here is... I'm pretty sure this is Naruto. For reference.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here, I will outline Kurama, not including like these things. I'm just gonna do the actual like body. The contour here, so. Okay.
I mean, with this in mind though, it makes sense why Sasuke's like, yeah, Naruto could obliterate Momoshiki's attack with ease.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay.
Like with this in mind.
Now, I'm going to get to my problem with this. I'm also going to make this bigger just to make this a little bit easier. Just scale it.
Yeah, I love this as an image though. This looks so good the way it just filled out perfectly.
Okay. Probably about this size is all I can work with. Ignore the fact that it's blurry. That's fine. So here's Kurama. Here's Bijuu Bomb. Here's the tree line. The ground is probably going to be somewhere around here. The Bijuu Bomb is clipping into the ground. That's my problem with this. This makes no sense. Especially obvious here. It's obviously going to go to the ground like this. Just way more apparent this way.
Well, why does that make no sense?
Well, because it's either going to destroy the ground the entire way it travels, or it's going to pop, or it's going to burst. But it's not like it's going. It's just forming in the ground. It hasn't moved yet. It's still in the process of being made. Like, I feel like that isn't how this should work.
It. Here. Well, where is this? Where'd you get this panel?
This is, this doesn't really help, but this is when he's doing against, like, the 5 Bijuu.
Okay, I'm going to look for that real quick then, because I think context here would help us.
Well, just looking at what is said above, with equal force, Naruto's going to cancel it out. It's the first time
he does it. So right after Casey.
But he's never succeeded at it yet. He was able to pull it off a few times during training. And I know he'll get it right this time. So Kamui, do you concede?
He's referring to, like, when he tries to do it with his hand. To say he pulled it off, though, is kind of like...
Well,
not really.
B said it. So, yeah, to say it, B said it.
Yeah, it's weird that he said it. He's
not
wrong.
That he could have.
Like, it also,
not that he might have.
The 8-Tails was there. See, this is also weird because both B and the 8-Tails were there watching that training. According to the 8-Tails, he's only failed. But according to B, he got it a few times. Like, what is he talking about? I think that's a translation error.
Well, just because B's inside that doesn't mean he's always watching absolutely everything. He could just be asleep.
But that's why Yuki knows that he hasn't done it yet, because he was watching him fail in training.
Well, no, it could be like you, to where he's just making the assumption because he didn't see it.
No, because it's clearly implied he was failing. Anyway,
you have the same character flaw as Yuki.
I'm gonna try to find. I don't know. I'm blaming B. I'm just making up shit.
Mm-hmm.
We should translate it to see what it's supposed to say, because we know how we don't trust Viz anymore these days.
I'm just saying, this makes no sense. I'm glad how you immediately knew once I read that. That's exactly where I was going to before I even got to it. Like, already tried, like, no, before I even said it. From like a year ago.
Don't worry, Oodie. When I saw it, that was the first thing. When does he do the Bijuu bomb, bro? What?
Absolutely.
This is... when I first saw it, I was already ready. Like, I already knew. I assumed that was the first thing I needed to do.
That's hilarious. I love that. But yeah,
okay. No. I went too far is what happened.
I think this makes no sense.
Oh, well, okay. So it clashes into the opposing Bijuu bomb here, seemingly. So it's probably going to make it... Wait, why is it going in the air? This doesn't make any sense.
That's what I'm saying. Plus, if you look at the panel before, you can slightly see, it's a little bit cut off here. He's forming it in the air, not like on the ground at all. Like, his mouth is upwards. Like, it's not like it would grow to get to the ground. No, he's literally, like, forming it upwards in the air. It just makes no sense at all. Plus the fact that it's forming in his mouth, but then it's outside of his mouth here. You could argue he's already launched it, but, like, how did he, like, form it this big if it wasn't formed in his mouth in the first place? So you still fall into the same problem.
You know what? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So... this is only a little bit... Let me share my screen for a second.
Please. Is there no X button anymore? I just have to leave the call? I guess just do that. Okay.
Oh God, is this gonna do this stupid shit for me? Oh my God. I just share entire screen. I don't understand.
I definitely see Discord.
Like... share entire... okay, there we go. I don't know why it's... okay, this should be working. All right.
Okay.
So in the colored manga, you can see, like...
why is it a different color?
Grassy area in the distance. Huh?
Why is it a different color?
Oh, I don't know.
Wait, no. This doesn't make sense again for a different reason. Like you're saying, the grassy areas in the distance, they're in the middle of the barren wasteland. The trees just suddenly spawned out of nowhere?
So yeah, what I'm thinking, I'm glad you noticed it. So that's what I was gonna get at. What I'm thinking is it's a weird perspective to where now the Bijuu look huge in this case, like they're close by the trees, but I'm not sure if it's hitting the tree. The problem is this stuff makes it look like the trees were damaged, but I'm not sure if the trees are actually getting hit, like if it's actually hitting the ground here. It might not be. It's really weird, but
I don't think it has to be hitting the trees. I think just it's like emitting like a force wave, basically, which would just be blowing it
what's
backwards.
also weird though is this. So look, they're on flat ground, they're on mostly flat ground, there's a couple of
Yeah.
cracks and all. Forming the Bijuu bombs, all of a sudden, like, so they just make a crater by forming their Bijuu bomb.
Yeah. Well, we see that happen in the Four-Tails fight against Orochimaru.
That was when he ate it.
Yeah. So?
Well, they're not eating it here.
I mean, it's tremendous. I don't think eating it is the reason the crater formed. I think it's because it's tremendously heavy.
Yeah, heavy in his mouth, which is on the ground. This is in the like they're not lifting, they're telepathically lifting this ball in the air.
Well, yeah, but they're
like,
still telepathically doing it. Like it's still applying the force down onto them.
No, that's not how telepathy works.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
You're not a
Like,
telepath. You wouldn't know. Don't use that own
yes,
argument
I
against
am,
me.
dude. I'm a telepaholic.
That's telepalame if I've ever heard.
What do you mean, bro? I'm addicted to telepathy. Anyway, yeah, it's weird though, because then you just see it's clearly in the air. Now, granted, the explosion's clearly carving into the ground, but
Oh, by the way, I will say that Naruto calls the
okay, this
Bijuu
is a
bomb heavy as
beautiful
well when he's
sun-looking
holding it in the air.
spear.
I agree. That's only in the color manga though. But like I was saying, KCM1 Naruto is saying it's also heavy when he's trying to do the Bijuu Rasengan, even though he's holding it in the air.
Yeah, I know it's heavy, but like he's also trying to. Well, then again, I don't think he was directly holding that one, which is funny though. With the regular Rasengan, it's like in his hand, but like the
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's holding it up. Well, to be fair, I don't think the regular Rasengan is in his hand, even if it slightly looks like it. I think it's obviously like not touching him.
Yeah,
which also makes no sense. He is like using telepathy there as well. How? Just commanding where it goes.
Well, anyway, yeah, it is weird how these are just in the. Also, like right to left. This one's just higher than the other one. Like, it's like what with the Bijuu did the Bijuu jump in the air and shoot down? Like what?
No,
what
well, the reason one's higher than the other here, I'm not going to excuse why it's high in the first place, but the reason why it's higher,
he shot it higher.
No. So they were around the same height. So Naruto's is going left, and the Bijuu's is going right. Obviously, one's just going to go above the other to get around it. Like that's just the way that it's like a earthquake. The fault, like the collision, it's going to do the thing where they collide together and they're going in that direction. If that makes sense, you know what I'm talking about?
Well, what I was gonna say is something they do later on in the war arc, where maybe like if this is the 5 Bijuu right here, Naruto could be shooting it so it hits the underside a little bit to try to deflect it up.
Okay, that'd be cool, but the anime is clearly depicting that they hit like in the middle, and then one goes up, the other goes down, because they're trying to go in each other's way.
Yeah,
but yeah.
And they don't. I don't think they say anything about deflecting it here.
But that being said, unless it's going to be like the Ten Tails' mortar shot, the only way this makes sense is if they're accounting for the drop-off of gravity just pulling it down. Otherwise, they're just shooting above each other's heads.
Yeah.
So yeah,
well,
this makes no sense.
When you see Madara's like one with the majestic attire, that thing just goes off in the distance till it hits the moon, basically. Like
exactly. Yeah. I'll also say it's possible. I don't think this is true, but it's possible that the colored manga just got these trees wrong and they aren't trees, and Kishimoto was intending for it to be the ground/dirt.
That's the problem. I was gonna say it does depend.
I don't think it is the case.
The anime probably came out first, which could be what the colored manga bases that off of, I assume, the anime. So, but they could have also gotten it wrong.
Yeah. Even then, I still think this Bijuu bomb is bigger than this. I think it just happened to work out with the curve because the curve is itself wrong. It's not a circle.